Speak fast.
All right, my brother coming.
50 slide deck.
Alright, first of all, I really wish I possessed the wit and writing ability of my dad. It would make preparing these words a lot easier for me. I'd like to thank Steph and Audie for graciously hosting and arranging this celebration of my dad's life. It means a lot that you guys took care of that. It is with obvious sadness that we're all here today, but let's not look at it like that. My dad always taught me that even in the toughest of times, we must try to find the silver lining in any given situation. With that said, I would like to thank all of you for being here today. What a great gift to be able to see such a collection of people that love my dad from both near and far. Exactly how he would have wanted it. He always said he didn't want a funeral per se, but more of a party. I'm sure that's a surprise to exactly no one. I hope we are doing him justice. The outpouring of love from quite literally around the world has been truly astounding. I always knew with the personality that he had, he was bound to make an impression on almost anyone who got to know him. It has been remarkable in the last month to see just how many people love him and the impact he has made in their lives. We all know my dad can cook, right?
Yeah.
Anyone want to take the over-under on how many times that's going to be mentioned today?
Cooking?
Yeah.
What about that chili Rihanna?
Yeah.
One that spilled all over the whole kitchen.
He cooks, it ends up on the walls. You know?
That's the ceiling
He wants to take the over-under on clean.
Exactly. So my son Gavin, who's up there somewhere, got all into tacos this year. You know, with having small children, it's always a challenge to get them to eat something. And he finally figured out what tacos are, and as we all know, that's a very important breakthrough in any young man's life. When we explained to him that Grandpa used to own and be a chef at a Mexican restaurant, his eyes got all big, and he said, "I bet Grandpa makes the best tacos." And I couldn't agree more, kid. I couldn't agree more. And last year, when Grandpa came for his yearly visit, he claimed that he figured out how to make the world's best French fries. He delighted in telling me the story in detail of how he experimented with basically every breed and variation of potato he could get his hands on in New Zealand. He set up shop and went to work with different cooking oils, different temperatures, different methods, down to the size of the French fry and how exactly to cut them. And anyway, of course we demanded a product review. He made these things for us, and let me tell you, he certainly did not disappoint. So this year, when Gavin knew that Grandpa was coming for his visit, he was all about the tacos and French fries. He was certainly ready to see Grandpa, and as usual, Grandpa was excited and more than ready to indulge his grandkids in whatever their little stomachs desired. Whether it was tacos and French fries, making rainbow pancakes for my daughter Grayson, or basically taking any requests from Samantha and I, he took great pleasure in cooking for us, as I'm sure he did for many of you. It was one of the many ways he expressed his love for all of us. I know we have a lot of things that we're going to miss about my dad. For me, amongst many other things, it was his dedication to and his undeniable love for his family and friends. And the food. You know, I'm going to miss the food. Not the mess. He always had my back. He fought fiercely for my well-being on countless occasions. For some, however, it may have been his relentless joke-telling or storytelling, or his bigger-than-life personality that you simply could not ignore. Some of the things that people shared with me, that there's going to be some foul language here. Shared with me is a kind soul, a king of all dad jokes, the best bullshitter, such a positive force, a beautiful man with a beautiful heart. He was the man. The first time I met him, he treated me like family. Such a passion for life, and he was such a bright soul. I feel sorry for all the people who never had the chance to meet him.
Yes.
One of the best guys to just sit and talk to. Holy shit, what an awesome dude. There was essentially endless supply of where those came from. There really was. I had to work a while just pulling those few out. There were a few, however, that stuck out to me that I'd like to share. I caught an exchange between two of my dad's friends that used to work for him at his restaurant. This one is from Renee, who started the conversation and said, "My old boss, mentor and mate, Don, passed away this weekend. He was one of the kindest and for sure one of the funniest people you could ever hope to meet. He gave me a job in this crazy Mexican joint on a golf course thing when no one else would hire me, and saved me, really. It's only now that I realized I never thanked him. I just want to say, Renee, you may not be with us here today, but as his son, I will tell you that no thanks are needed. This is who he was. These are the types of things he did for people. This is what made him happy. Then, on the same conversation, her friend Victoria responded. Took a chance on me too. First time waitress and I was the worst ever. He's the fucking best and always will be. He's in us, you know? Remember? He used to sweat into our burritos. He is part of us. I'm almost saying I'm going to get his extra special ingredient. I will miss him. That literally, when I saw it, made me laugh out loud. My first real good laugh that I had in a few days, so thank you for that, Victoria. Then, Sarah, if you can come up here for a second. The one that really got to me was from his niece, Sarah, who's with us today. Come on.
Sarah. Where's Sarah?
She's back there.
She can't
She's coming.
She's a shy
She's
one.
coming.
He's shy.
This is his niece, my cousin, that I haven't been speaking to as much as I should have over the years, but she's
She's
coming
going
this way.
around the side.
Yeah, she's rabbit high.
So I got tired of typing and I needed to have some filler. And she certainly came through for me here. I actually texted her last night and said, help me. So she had posted, with mere words, it is hard for me to capture the depth that you will be missed. Whenever I cook, I'm usually thinking about you and the little tips you've taught me in the kitchen. Our times together were limited primarily by distance, but every time we had the opportunity to make a meal together, we went all out. You got the best of both worlds, man, didn't you? Didn't you?
Like, he's not gonna cook this time, is he?
Yeah, of course we're gonna cook.
The act of making a meal for people is the most loving thing a person can do, and you had such an intense and contagious passion for it. This is something I will continue to cherish forever. See, I needed that. Power. When it comes to telling stories and jokes, you are second to none. You were the best in the biz. With seemingly no effort, you could keep a room full of people hanging on each line you said, just waiting for the punchline. Everyone wanted to be around you just to listen to what wild stories you had for them. In my mind, you had an infinite well of jokes to pull from. This always amazed me because by contrast, I can barely remember the whole joke. And if I manage to remember it, I will usually start laughing before I get the punchline. We lost a great man yesterday, but I know that your spirit remains with all of us. You touched so many lives in so many ways that it would be impossible to get it all written down. Rest in peace, Uncle Stevie. We love you. True words could not have been spoken, but this one right here. And in relation to that, my dad loved high-quality kitchen knives. Growing up, if we dared put one of his knives in the dishwasher, it was off with our heads. It's literally what he would, it was the worst thing we could possibly do. Many years ago, he got me learning how to cook on the knife bandwagon. Had to be the best, he said. Hundreds of dollars later, I'm in pretty good shape with my knives, and thanks to Herb over here, he sharpens them for me almost every time I see
Thank you,
them.
Herb.
Keeps them in good shape for me. It's a big chore, let me tell you. However, this last year, he tells me that I was all wrong. It's all about a great knife at a fair price. He did not have told me that before. Right. So to this end, living in New Zealand, he had a hard time finding certain items, or the shipping cost on them was way too much. This year he had a few items shipped to my house to be able to take back with him to New Zealand when he was scheduled to leave. One of these things was this little paring knife. Now, as I just said, I'm all set. I wasn't exactly sure what to do with it, but when I read her sentiments, I knew where my dad would have wanted it to go. Sarah, thank you for my words, or thank you for your words, and my dad gives this to you. Now you can take it every time you can.
Not clean.
Yeah.
Don't put it in the dishwasher.
No dishwasher.
But every time.
So last year, on my birthday, my dad sent me the following note. Happy birthday, Connor, my sweet boy, my baby. Grown to be such a sweet man, a nice person. Grown to be a great family man, working hard to provide what your wife and gorgeous children need and want. Grown to be alert and active in this world, your intelligence adding to all our well-being, your snark ever entertaining. Fun, you are my funny boy. Grown to bring joy to people you meet and know. An easy smile, but a genuine energy of love and caring that makes the world a better place every place you go. I'm so immensely proud of you. Love, Pops. Short and very sweet note that my dad commonly made sure we got to see things like that. However, when I reread this note a few days ago, going through my memories of him, I realized that these are almost the exact sentiments of mine towards him. Now that's the context I read this in, is as a goal. To be the man that I think of my father as, to be a goal, to be the man I think of my father as. If I achieve even a fraction of that, I know I'll be just fine. Gotta really put some work in on these jokes though. There's some large shoes to fill.
Good one.
We all loved his non-stop joke telling. Sometimes it was hard to take him seriously. Whenever he was telling me a story, I'd have to frequently ask, "Are you serious or is this a joke?" And of course, he always said, "No, no, no."
Whoa. I like
No,
it.
no,
I like it.
Uh-oh.
Grandpa coming in right now.
Uh,
You said what?
he always said, "No, no, no, I'm serious." But then before you knew what hit you, bam, you are laughing your ass off or groaning with delight of how much of a bad dad joke that was.
Sorry.
Eagle.
Yeah, tell me you
Sing it, Connor. Just sing it.
Get it over with already.
Let you all know.
He's communicating.
With the electronics, right?